Okay, in this example, you have, once again, our three provider networks, and you have A, and it advertises a path A, W to B. So it's basically letting know provider network B that it is attached to, um, that to get to its customer W, you're going to go through it. Path B, provider B advertises a path BAW to its customer X. So it's basically telling its customer X, if you want to get to W, you're going to go through me and then through A. Now the question is, should B advertise the path BAW to C? And the answer, of course, is no. It gets no revenue for routing CBAW, since neither W nor C are its customers. It wants C to route to W via A. It doesn't want the extra traffic from customer network C to go through it. It only wants to route to and from its customers. And one thing I didn't cover here, but just to kind of, we talked a little bit this about 475. There is not one provider in the world that covers the entire internet. So, like it or not, provider networks need to have connections to their competitors, so they can have worldwide coverage. But because of this, we end up with this policy situation where, even though, from a technical point of view, it makes sense to have a secondary route to CBAW, from a business point of view, it doesn't make sense to waste bandwidth on non-customer traffic if you don't have to. So let's take a look at what the difference is between intra and inter AS autonomous system routing. So in inter autonomous system routing, from a policy point of view, the administrator wants control over how its traffic is routed and who routes through its network. In the intra AS, there's a single administrator. So no policy decisions are needed. So there's no policy decisions required inside the network. It's only in that communication outside to other autonomous systems. In intra autonomous system routing, we use, whoops, my computer is making some decisions for me without my, not my consent here, I apologize. In intra autonomous system routing, we deal with scale by doing hierarchical routing. We talked about that a few slides ago, which saves table size and reduces update traffic. So we have those tiers within our intra autonomous system network. We really don't have that in the inter. In the intra autonomous system, we are solely focused on performance, doing the right thing to get the best performance in our network. And in intra autonomous systems, policy may be more important than performance. We may be more important with what generates the most revenue for us if we are a service provider than what's the best performance over the internet. So at this point, we are going to conclude our lecture for this learning module. I know we covered a lot of information, but we basically covered all the basics that you're going to need to go forward with the rest of the class. And hopefully it's been a good review for you, those of you who took 475, and for those who maybe learned this at another school. Hopefully it kind of got you on the same page. Hopefully it was either a review or maybe you learned a few new things. I also apologize as I've been recording these lectures. I am getting over a sinus infection, so my voice is unfortunately more nasally than it usually is, so I apologize for that as well. And so here we are. We're going to conclude our lectures for Learning Module 2, and next week we will go. We will do a link layer, which will be our last review, and then we're going to cover the physical layer, which we actually did not cover in 475. So that'll be our first set of new material, and everything is new from now on. So we have a lot of things we're going to cover in this class, and I'm hoping you are enjoying it so far. Thank you.